Hello, this is Nintu bringing you another FPVOD. I just thought I'd make the intro really fast to do it like kind of Combat X style. Sorry if I scared you. Um, I'm happy right now because it's not often I do two VODs in a row in a night. The reason I'm doing this is because like I just made the one TVZ VOD on Byzantium and I was like, alright, that was alright. So as I was uploading that, randomly I have the bandwidth that I can upload that video and go out and iCup at the same time. So I felt pretty great about that. So this is what I did here was I was reading Team Liquid and I saw a thread about getting the Hwasen's 10-second quicker FD push, and I was like, damn, if I get a tank 10 seconds faster, that sounds pretty sick. So I read the build, I thought that sounds great, I'll give it a shot. So as I was uploading the VODs, I was playing some single player and I was like, man, I really can get this tank out at like 4 minutes 10 seconds, which is just really fast. So I watched my former replays from before, and I realized I got it like way after that. So like I just compared the timings and watched replays, and I was like, okay, I really like this idea, so I'm gonna go on iCup and I'm gonna try it. So this was the first game I tried, and right after playing it and recording it, I decided, hey, I'm gonna upload this because I would like to show people it. And yeah, so here's what it is. It's depot at 9.5 supply, then 10 racks, 10 refinery. You cut SCVs. I don't do it perfectly because I was still working on it. I'm still got like quite a bit of work to do. I learned it for like 20 minutes, so bear with me. But this is pretty close to what you want to do here. And if I could just backtrack a little bit, I'd just like to say, when I was mentioning practicing in single player, and it's really fantastic. It really helps. I've been playing with some of the top Swedish players, and one of the biggest tips was just like, here's some build orders, Nintu. Now go in single player, and if you're dedicated to becoming a good StarCraft player, which I am, play like an hour a day in single player practicing the build. Now it sounds tedious, but man, does it help. If you can get the build perfect, or near, like just perfect, then when you go online, like your build is going to be so so clean around the edges, and you just, when you have a really clean cut build, like when you have all the timings where like your gas is at 40 after getting all the units you need, or like 30, and you just have the perfect amount of everything, your build is so strong. And other than just like having the units faster, which you will have, you'll have like you'll just be able to tell by how many units in comparison the Protoss has. Like I'm gonna FD push here with the tank and the Marines, and I'm gonna be able to tell by the amount of goons he has if he's tech and robo, because your build is so accurate, so close, so perfect that any discrepancy, if the Protoss techs, you're going to overwhelm him. So you can tell by the sheer amount of goons he has, and you can like get a later eBay because of that. I often wondered when I was watching better players than myself, how they can, like, I'm watching the replays and they get way later eBays. And it's because their builds are so practiced, so perfect, that you can just tell that by how many units they have that they haven't tagged. So you can get way later eBays, getting way faster command centers, getting way faster second factories, just way stronger. So that is my plug for single player practice. Right now I'm at 18 gas because I know everything I need to get gas wise, and like I've practiced this in single player a bit, so it's nice and clean, and that's the way I like it. So I'm sorry to overwhelm you there and get a little passionate. So yeah, I'm gonna try an FD push, and of course the purpose of the FD push is not to win the game. The purpose of the FD push is to pressure him, like force him to like, if he tags, you can often just overwhelm him. Especially with this 10-second earlier one, it's really sick. Now I didn't give you the full build, but the basic build is just 9.5 depot, 10 racks, 10 refinery, and like the rest is just standard. Make sure you get just enough gas for what you need, and then take the SCVs off gas and get the CC. Now as you're pushing, you're of course going to expand. Of course, it's called a fake double, and that's what you do. It's the Midas push. It's tons of fun, and you just kind of push. You attack, I mean, I did not micro this well. I did not macro this well. I could have placed the CC now, but I was like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of goons. So I can tell by the sheer amount of goons that he has to focus the vulture, otherwise the mines kill him. So like the tank is kind of safe. So you kind of it's kind of takes a bit of practice. Like when I'd push a while ago, they'd just like kill the vulture after getting no mines, and then they'd kill the tank, and I'd be like, man, the minus push sucks. So now I'm getting an eBay. Now that's a mistake, because now that I've seen this and seen the replay, and now even when I placed it, I was like, wow, I could probably get this a bit later. Clearly, by the amount of goons he has, and by the amount of goons he'll need to make, he's not going to have like Reaver or Shuttle or DT. So definitely alright. So yeah, this is basically what you do with the push. I got the mines to protect me. Obs isn't out yet. The Robo base probably finishing, and like Obs is coming up, so I'm gonna have to leave soon. But in the meantime, just kind of abuse your tank range, because your tank range is gonna be greater, right? So here I get pretty lucky, and he gets unlucky, and it's kind of a bad decision on his part anyway. So he smiles after losing 2 goons, and right now quite a bit ahead. I don't need to say that, but yeah, I rallied 1 tank and just harassing these goons. He's not playing all that well. Like, he's kind of being silly, but he also needs to expand by the same regard. So he kind of needs to. He's waiting on the ops. There it is. So now I need to leave. Now it's time to leave. So I get out of there as he gets caught up in the mines. My expansion's up. I realize, holy crap, I migrated too many SCVs, so I sent a few back. Kind of silly. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention. So now putting up the turrets, hiding them underneath eBays and barracks, because that's what I do. I'm cool like that. And so, you know, you've got this great opening. Now, next, what I'm gonna do, because you have to play StarCraft with a plan. You can't just kind of wait and react. You know, you're not gonna play very well if you're just waiting around without a plan. There, I'm gonna shift Q, repair those tanks, because I like tanks and they like me. So what I'm going to do here is a 110 push. The reason, again, that this needs commentary is because I just recently read a thread on how do you deal with a quick third from a Protoss, and I was going to actually watch the replay and make a VOD of it and commentate on it and be like, you know, here's the mistakes you made or whatever, do my best to do that, but the replay was like corrupt. So here I am to basically tell you what you do with a quick third, even though the Protoss did not quick third here. The 110 is the counter to the quick third until you're at the pro gamer level. Pro gamer level, Protoss can get a quick third, and like at like A and B plus, you know, Protoss can get a really quick third and hold off 110 push. But pretty much all you need to know is that 110 push is the counter to any third play. Any third nexus by the Protoss, pretty much at all, until like way higher ranks. So here I'm saving my resources, and now I'm doing 6 fact. This is obviously the 6 fact 110 push, as previously mentioned. Now I have turrets creating a ring, as to keep my factory count a bit of a secret, because if they scout it, they react differently and will macro harder and cut probes, because 110 push is a beast. And in this particular game, even though despite the fact that he doesn't